Well, things are starting to get a little bit ugly, huh? Bitcoin's been bleeding and bleeding, as well as the rest of the market. Everything's been taking an absolute beating. And I basically predicted this. I drew this chart before that I posted on one of my videos, and on X, I think I posted it as well. But I drew this that I thought, like, it's not matching up perfectly to what I drew, obviously. It's actually moving faster than I thought, right? So I thought that we're going to come down a little bit. And I was thinking we're probably going to come into this area, back to retest this area where all of this trading activity was here. And this is going to act as the support. Obviously, the previous all-time high back here, I'm thinking that's going to act as a support, which is happening right now. But yeah, it's come down to it pretty fast, right? There's a lot of panic selling going on or whatever. And yeah, the question is it going to hold? Are we going to start below this? Because here, what I drew here is a wick going beneath here and then quickly coming out of it. Because there's going to be a lot of panic selling and liquidations as well, right? And then the buyers are going to step in and bring it back up, hold it above the previous all-time high support, 69,000, and then consolidate there for a while before moving back up again, right? That's what I was thinking when I drew this chart. But yeah, the sell pressure is pretty strong, right? And the buyers aren't really stepping in so much. So we'll see if this holds. Right now we are testing the 69,000 support, right? And yeah, like I think we can go into this zone here. I mean, maybe I can even stretch this box out. So I mean, this whole zone down to 50k really, because 50k is like obviously a big support. You can see here, like you can see here, it was a resistance. Here it was a resistance. Here it was a support. Okay, so and it's just like a round psychological resistance level, right? Just 50,000 is just a round number. So yeah, I'm thinking we can come down into this zone, into the green box. Maybe it's going to be a quick thing like I've drew in here. Or based on how much selling's going on here, and it's looking pretty weak, right? We could come down and maybe chop around. I think it is possible that we can come down and chop around inside this box, right? So these are the situations I'm looking at. I'm either looking at we go into this range and then we bounce out of it and then we continue higher, or if the buyers are not going to step in and the bulls aren't going to come and take control of it, then yeah, we could probably go back into this area, because we were chopping around here for ages, right? Whenever this was, we were chopping around here for like best part of a year. So we could probably do that again, right? We could probably go back into this area. Yeah, either we get a bounce like that, or we consolidate here. And if we go down into this area, this is where I'm going to be looking at loading up on my favourite coins, right? Obviously, unless it looks really weak. If it looks really weak and it looks like it's going to come even further down, which is unlikely, but you never know. There could be another FTX collapse or something crazy like that. You never know. Maybe Binance collapses. You never know. Probably not. But yeah, and also 30k down here would be the next logical level, right? Obviously, it could come beneath here and come back down to this area. This is before the ETFs, because this pump here was the speculation of ETFs, and then it consolidated here. It had a little dump, and then the ETFs got approved, and then it went up again, right? And obviously here, this was Trump. The Trump pump, okay, and this was just an extension to the Trump pump here. So yeah, we don't really have the same sort of news as that, right? There was a lot of bullish news going all the way up here, really. So yeah, now we're having a cool off, and yeah, I'm reckoning it could be in this area here, in this green box. Is the most likely area I'm looking at, but yeah, it could come lower. And if we go to the lower areas, then it will be here, like I just said, or down to 30k, which again is unlikely because we've got mainstream adoption with the ETFs and everything now, and it's just much more mainstream. So I don't think we're going to come that low. That's like very unlikely to happen, but still, but that's the level if it does happen, right? But I think this green box is the most likely scenario. Okay, so I either think we're going to bounce out of this pretty fast, or we're going to chop around inside of this green box. That's what I'm thinking. And yeah, I basically plan to load up on a load of Yi mainly, maybe some other things as well, but mainly Yi, which is at 8.5 million market cap right now. This is my conviction bag, so I'm heavy into this one. I have some other smaller plays and some other short-term trades that I do as well, which I'll post in my Discord. But Yi is my main bag. So the reason I've got such strong conviction on Yi is because it's been out ever since Pepe came out back in 2023, April 2023. So it's been out for a long time. It's been on a slow grind up ever since. It had a pump here whilst it was just on a DEX, okay, and then it had a slow sell-off, and then it had a pump here with the first batch of exchange listings, with the T3 and T2 exchange listings that it's just had recently. I had a pump there, and now it's having a cool off on that, and now I think it's going to have a cool off, I think it's going to come down into this purple box area, so, or something around there, you know, approximately. And I think it's going to have a cool off, and eventually I think it's going to get the T1 listings. Okay, I don't know when. Maybe it's going to be all the way down here. I don't know when it's going to be, but I feel pretty confident that at some point it's going to get the T1 listings, right? So I plan to load up more heavily on Yi down here, because obviously Bitcoin is now having a cool off. Okay, so I think Bitcoin's going to come have a cool off and chop around near somewhere. Okay, and I think Yi is going to do the same. Okay, and I think Bitcoin's eventually going to gain momentum, whether it's here and going to go straight back up again, or maybe it's going to be a bit later. But at some point, Bitcoin's going to go back up again. That's what I believe. I don't think Bitcoin's done for. I don't think it's toast. I think it's going to come back, and it's going to come back even bigger, right? So yeah, Bitcoin's going to regain momentum. All the other altcoins are going to follow. And then Yi's going to start getting exchange listings, because when Bitcoin's taking off and all the big altcoins are following, the exchanges are going to want to list these meme coins, because when Bitcoin starts taking off again, after Bitcoin's had a cool off, and then it's time for another bull run to start for Bitcoin, you know, all the other altcoins are going to start pumping. People are going to be looking into meme coins. All the retail is going to rush back in because everything's pumping. Okay, that's why it's good that there's a cool off happening in the market right now. After a cool off has happened, it allows more room for a bull run to begin again. Okay, because once everything's all overbought, it's harder to push the charts up, but after a cool off it's easier to push the charts back up again from a lower level, if that makes sense. So retail are all going to rush back in, and then yeah, exchanges are going to start listing some of these meme coins, right? Because retail are going to be interested in meme coins. They're going to be looking for the 100x, right? Because that's very interesting to a lot of people, obviously. So because so many people are going to be interested in these meme coins, exchanges are going to start listing them, because exchanges are going to make a ton of money from the trading fees, right? So if they list Yi during a meme coin bull run, right, when the market's super bullish, if they list Yi during that time when retail's here, then retail are going to see, oh, Yi's been listed on Binance, Yi's been listed on Coinbase, and retail are going to hop straight in and use their exchanges and create a ton of trading volume down here, and that's how exchanges are going to make their money, right? So during the bull run, exchanges have a huge incentive to list these coins, but not so much right now. Okay, so it's a patience thing. But yeah, Yi's my conviction bag, and that's what I think is going to happen. And then I think Yi's going to go boom, skyrocket. Okay, and yeah, when the meme coin bull run comes back again, because last time there was loads of coins that were going crazy. Here's an example: Mog coin went to over 1 billion, Peanut the Squirrel went to over 1 billion, Turbo went to 600 or 700 million. Brett went to 2 billion, Bonk went to 4 billion, SPX went to 1.5, 1.6 billion, and obviously Pepe went to 10 billion. Okay, so there's loads of examples. There's loads more as well. I didn't show you all of them. I showed you some of them. There's loads more examples. Okay, so I think Yi is going to be one of these coins in the next run, in the next phase, when we get this kind of meme coin mania going on again, which I'm convinced will come back, because it just is going to come back, because people are going to want to make shitloads of money. Once they see the market going up like this, people just pile in, because everybody just FOMOs in, right? It's just human nature. And then everybody sells off and everything goes down again, and then everything starts going up and everybody FOMOs back in again, and then people take profits and people panic sell and it goes back down again. And it's just a cycle that just continues over and over again. So it's going to come back. And Yi is a really good meme coin, because it is Pepe's rival, right? It's Pepe's rival enemy, and it launched the same time as Pepe, okay? And it's been trying to catch up with Pepe ever since, basically. So if you don't understand why Yi's Pepe's enemy, then I recommend just doing your research, you know, flicking through their Twitter page, going on the website and everything. Just do your research on it. You'll see why, and just like understand the lore, okay? Understand the lore behind it. And then you'll see why Yi is Pepe's rival and Pepe's arch nemesis. And yeah, it was spawned the same time as Pepe, basically. Pepe's already skyrocketed, and now Yi's trying to catch up with Pepe, okay? Like, this is a great narrative. And the fact that it's been out for 2 years and the chart's been slowly growing, and, you know, it's pretty safe for a meme coin. I think it's a really good risk to reward for a meme coin, right? Because most meme coins, you know, they're hard to hold, because you just have no trust at all about the community or the team or whatever. It's hard to like trust it. But this one, in meme coin terms, this is the best risk to reward meme coin that I know about, because there's like 100x potential for this one from here, or maybe even more. But yeah, basically it's 100x potential, right, or more, and basically this is the lowest risk 100x that I can find. Okay, obviously you're never going to get zero risk 100x, unless maybe if you buy Bitcoin and then you wait like 30 years, then maybe Bitcoin could do 100x, right? But who wants to wait 30 fucking years, right? This could do it in a few months. Doesn't mean it will do it in a few months. It could take a while more. You know, it's riskier than Bitcoin, obviously. But yeah, this is the lowest risk 100x that I can find that you don't have to wait your whole fucking life for. So yeah, that's why I'll be loading up Yi as Bitcoin dips further. If it dips further, otherwise I'm probably going to buy more Yi anyway. So yeah, Bitcoin's currently 68,000 right now. It's it's in free fall mode. People are selling and the buyers are too scared to buy, right? So we'll see where this is going to go. Let's see if it chops around in this box, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. By the way, if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing and you want to see like my trading activity, what I'm doing, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, or like just keep up to date with what I'm doing, right, then I recommend joining my Discord. It's only $1 a month right now, and if you join right now for $1 a month, you'll be locked in at $1 a month for as long as you want to be in the group, right? And as the price goes up over the time and there's more members that join and the price goes up, then you'll still be locked in at this price. So if you want to be part of one of these Discord groups, I recommend joining mine for this price, because a lot of these groups are a lot more expensive than this. You know, a lot of them are like $50 a month or more. So why not join my one now for whilst I'm just a small channel and I'm just getting started? Why not join my one now for $1 a month? Makes sense, right? And yeah, you can see my trading activity in here, my trade alerts, my watch list of coins I'm watching, my beginner course, and you get access to a supportive community of traders and investors that I'm building. And we've had a few good calls in the group so far. So I called this one River. This one was at $18 and it ran to $85. This one in the group, I called in the group here and it ran out there, did like a 3x. This one as well had a pump. This one had a pump. Obviously Yi as well, I caught Yi. This is actually posted on Twitter before I made this group. Yeah, I caught Yi at 1.4 million, literally the very bottom, which I'm pretty happy with that. And we've had some nice calls. We've had some nice calls from some other members in the group as well. So this one the other day, he called down here at 1 million market cap. It ran to 9 million actually after this, or 9 or 10 million or something. So that was a nice call. There was this one as well. This guy called this down here at 168k or somewhere around that range, and this one ran up to 700k. He called it just before the breakout. This one here as well was called in the group at the bottom. This one here was called, I don't know, around here somewhere. Did like a 3x or something from when it was announced in the group, right? So if you're in the group, you can get access to these early, right? So obviously if you're trying to find these coins by yourself, it's a lot more difficult to find the best coins. Obviously this group's just going to get better over time, and you know, if you're part of this group, then it's going to be a lot easier to find the best coins, right? If we're all exchanging alpha with each other, it's just going to make life a lot easier, right? So yeah, the link for this is down in the description if you're interested. Other than that, drop a like, subscribe, see you in the next video.